Hello students, I am B. Kiran Kumar working as Assistant Professor in KMIT Group of Institutions. Uh, Welcome to the first lecture on Software Process and Project Management. So as a part of this subject, we are going to discuss about these listed topics in Unit 1. So as this is the first lecture, we are going to understand about what do we mean by software process maturity and what is a software maturity framework. So let's get started with your very first lecture. First, we'll try to understand what is a software process. So software process, it is also known as software methodology. So this software consists of a related activities. So these related activities leads to the production of any particular software. The activities may involve in development of software from the scratch, or you can modify an existing software so that software can be designed successfully. So this particular software process includes four activities. First, software specification. So specification is also called as requirements gathering or requirements engineering. So in this software specification, we are supposed to define the main functionalities of the software. So we here indicates the customer is going to define the main functionalities of the software and what are the constraints that are supposed to be involved when this software is supposed to be designed. Second activity deals with software design and implementation. So here as the activity itself states that once the requirements are specified successfully, you are going to design the software or program any particular software as per the constraints and the functionalities defined. Third, you go with software verification and validation. After your software is successfully designed or programmed, now the software must conform to the specifications and needs of the customer. It should ensure that the customer needs are met successfully uh, as per your third activity is considered. And fourth activity deals with software evolution. Software evolution also considered as improvements in your software or software maintenance. So here the software can be modified to meet the customer needs or market requirements on day-to-day basis. So as per the changes in the market requirements, the software can be changed. Uh, that is what your software evaluation states. So along with these activities, there are also sub-activities which require validation, architectural design, testing, etc. So these can be taken as the other sub-activities related to this particular software process. Right. So where requirements validation is a process of validating whether these requirements are, whether the specified requirements are actually needed into your software or not. Architectural design is you are going to design your diagram related to the software design. And testing can be of any type, either you go with your unit testing or integration testing and all. So these are some of the sub activities related to your software process. So along with these sub activities, there are also some supporting activities which are responsible for the development of your software process. So these software process supporting activities can be like configuration and change management. So here you are going to configure as per the requirements of the software and ensure that the quality is maintained throughout your software. And project management deals with whether you are going to provide a long-term support to that particular software or not, and take a feedback on the user experience and make improvements depending on this user experience. In order to improve your software process, you can make use of certain other activities. So among which you can make use of new techniques depending on the market requirement. You can use different tools rather than the basic tools what we use. Next, you can make use of best practices and maintain process standardization. Maintaining process standardization is to ensure that your software process diversification is reduced. Right. So when we talk about this process, we are actually talking about the activities that are available in this particular process. So here a process includes a process description actually. So what does this process description consists of are? So these are the list of uh, descriptions we are going to discuss about your process. So first we understand what is a product is. So your process description consists of products. So these products are nothing but they are the activities or outcomes of a given activity. For example, if you are going to design an architectural diagram or you are going to work with your architectural design. So the outcome of this particular architectural design can be any software architecture. Next, when you go with this roles, so roles indicates the people who are involved in the uh, software process. So the responsibilities defined to this particular people can be taken as your roles. So what are different roles? What are the different roles that are involved in your process? Are general examples like your manager, programmer, etc. So third, you go with your pre and post conditions. So these conditions must be defined before and after the process description starts. So pre-conditions and post conditions must be true before and after your process definition. Preconditions, any basic example for your precondition can be like uh, related to your architectural design. So the preconditions are the requirements. So these requirements need to be approved by the customer. While your post conditions is the diagrams that are describing this architectural design. So these are supposed to be reviewed by the customer. So these are the basic process descriptions that are involved. Right. So software process, we can say it as a complex and it relies on making decisions. So no ideal process and most organizations have developed their own software process. Right. So in order to make it flexible, process is likely to be more effective here. So whenever we think about improving your software process, so we are supposed to understand what is this software again and how this improvement can be done. So important or first step in addressing software process is you are supposed to treat this particular software as a complete as a single unit or a complete unit, right? So this particular process can be controlled, measured, and improved successfully. So in order to improve your software capabilities, organization must take the listed steps. First, they need to understand the current status of their software process development. Without understanding what is the current status, they cannot continue with their process development. Next, they need to develop a vision of desired process. What is the desired process is what is the resultant of that particular desired process need to be developed by the software organization. Next, they need to establish a list of required process. So this list helps in improving the actions based on the priority. This priority will lead to adding additional functionalities to the software. Next, produce a plan to accomplish the required actions. So a software organization needs to come up with a plan which helps in accomplishing or completing the required actions. And last, they need to commit the resources to execute the given plan. So once all your resources are successfully gathered, the execution of the plan will come into force and the software process organizations need to execute their plan as per the listed functionalities. So what does this process maturity level consist of? So this process maturity levels provides what are the different steps that are involved when you go with defining your process. So this process maturity level consists of 5 different levels. So first is your initial level. So initial level or the ad hoc level. So here until the process is under your statistical control, only orderly progress is not possible, right? Only you can execute your given process, but no improvements can be possible. So in order to provide orderly progress, you are first supposed to achieve predictability of schedules and costs, right? Next, repeatable process. So under repeatable process, uh, the organization needs to achieve a stable process here. So this stable process is under the statistical control by initializing project management rigorously. So this project management is responsible for commitments, costs, schedules, and changes that are taken into consideration. So this is basically the management control, basically under the control of the management. So what is the cost that is supposed to be vested on your process? What are the schedules? What are the deadlines of your process? All this come into consideration when you go with your repeatable process. Define. So here you are going to define the process as a basis for consistent implement, sir. So here this particular defining your process as basis for your consistent implement, this will help in understanding the process very clearly. So for the better understanding, you are supposed to define what is this process is. So at this point, you can make use of advanced technologies that are introduced into the market. Fourth step is managed. So here, uh, under managed, the process measurements and analysis are taken into consideration. So your organization is going to initiate the complete process measurements and analysis. So here the improvement of your process starts. So once your process has been launched, if you want to make any changes to your like your organization wants to make any changes to your process, then this managed level comes into picture, and you can always improve that step, or you can always make any improvements in your process. Uh, Fifth level or the topmost level is optimization level. So here in this optimization level, your process control is taken into consideration, and continuous improvement and optimization of your process can be done under this optimizing. So continuous improvements depends on the requirements of the customer as per the market requirements, and optimization like you can always reduce the you can always remove unnecessary information and uh, function sorry, you can always focus on improving the performance of your software. So these are the basic process maturity levels that are taken into consideration. So that's all for this particular class. We'll meet in next session. Thank you.